Hello! Hope you are all well. Welcome back to the Doctor Who YouTube channel and
George.
the 4th episode of Classmates. I am here to talk... What?
You got a letter from management.
What management? What?
You know which management.
Give
doesn't
it
matter. No, it's fine.
Give-
I'll wait.
give it.
Oh, fine.
Please read this on air. BBC, blah, blah, blah.
Hello, classmates. After listening to some of your feedback, we've decided to be a hip, young and reactive digital-first company and change the format of Classmates a bit. For now, we'll focus on just one person's unscripted opinion each week on the latest episode of Class. The contributors have not been paid, but we do edit comments mainly for timing reasons. Hopefully you'll enjoy. We're sure you'll let us know in the comments below.
Rude.
Warm regards, the shadowy BBC
Shady.
overlords.
Won't be needing this then. Hello, I'm George. You may remember me from the previous Classmates videos, and I'm going to be the only one talking to you this week about the 4th episode of Class, Co-Owner of a Lonely Heart. Overall, I think it was a good episode. Personally, I preferred last week. Performance-wise, it was a bit hit and miss. First up, I'm going to talk about April's storyline in this episode, so we go back to where we were in the beginning when we find out that she's sharing her heart with the leader of the Shadowkin, whose name I can't pronounce nor remember.
How many worlds have I made submit? How much light have I extinguished with shadow?
So we open the episode actually getting to see some of the Shadowkin's world, which very much sets us up for the rest of the episode. It's very dark, it's very hellish, it's very fiery pits of Mordor. And I really like these as a villain. I think they're genuinely quite scary. I love the way that they look. But you may remember that Will said that they sort of don't seem to have a motive to go to the human world, but now they sort of do because there's that connection with April. And we're finally going to get something more on that and find out exactly how we're going to solve this big problem with the fact that the main villain of the series is connected with one of the main characters. And because of this, April is having a very hard time about it all. She's cutting chairs in two, she's breaking strings on her violin, where she's still playing Night Visiting, which was the last episode. Get some new music, April. I'm not gonna lie about it, I quite like Dark April, the way you see her when she is under the control of the Shadowkin. I feel like that part is really incredibly well acted and it comes across really strongly. I'm not so keen on her when she's not being evil. As a character, I actually find her a little bit pathetic, and I think she's, of all of the characters so far, I feel like she is the one that I've connected with the least. So all of this is happening with April, and the only person who seems to be really there for her during it is Ram. Of course. We had their awkward kiss moment last week, which I wasn't 100% here for. I feel like they need to have more of a connection as friends. They need to have more conversations with each other before they can really be seen as a couple. Someone commented on the video that I made on my YouTube channel about episode 3 that it makes more sense once you've read the books because you see their relationship more. But most people that are watching the show won't have read the books. I've not read the books. I have them on my shelf, but I've not read them yet. So we need to see them interacting more before we can believe them as a couple. That's how I feel anyway. And while as the episode progressed and you got to see them with one another and you got to see the dynamics and the chemistry between the two characters, it did slowly kind of bring you towards almost to a point where you are buying it, but it's not quite enough yet. I feel like they've only had like a handful of conversations, and the conversation that they're having when he's talking her into bed is probably the 4th conversation that they've ever had in the whole series. I would love to hear what other people think of that. I know a lot of the other classmates were on the same page as me, so I'd love to hear what you guys think about that in the comments below if you have any particular thoughts on it. I love the actor playing her dad. I think he plays it really well. He plays it really quite slimy and you immediately dislike him. And actually with the weird petal thing, he always seems to be there when the petals are around, so you do spend I spent quite a bit of time wondering if that was anything to do with him. Is it really her dad? Is he just another alien? You can't believe who anyone is in this series, let's be honest. And while the end of the episode with her doing something to her mum, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Did she like give her legs back, or did she give her the heart? I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe a little bit of confusion in my head as to what exactly went on. And then jumping through to go and get her heart back, I thought, this can only mean good things for her as a character, and I feel like this can only make me like her a lot more. But I'm still not buying April and Ram, and I think that could be a problem if that's not sort of fixed in the next little while. The B storyline that's running alongside of this is pretty much trouble in paradise for Charlie and Mateusz. At the beginning of the episode, Mateusz just starts touching the cabinet and Charlie comes out and says, okay then, and opens it and tells him things about what it is. From a Charlie and Mateusz development point of view, I thought it was really great to see them not being completely happy all the time. It makes them a little bit more real, but I did still want to see them living together, and we've not seen that yet, and I'm wondering what that's going to be like. And I wonder if that's maybe been lost in editing, and I feel like that could have made that moment where Charlie is telling Mateusz about it and where Mateusz is feeling a little bit upset about the whole thing. It would have been a little bit stronger, I think, if we'd have had that context to begin with. But what follows is actually me seeing Charlie and not liking him very much in this episode. As a character, I just wasn't crazy about the things he was saying, the way he was treating Miss Quill, the decisions that he was making. I wasn't here for it. And also the way that he was treating Mateusz and the way that he was treating Tanya. He was coming across as really quite spoilt and really quite awful. I definitely think Mateusz might be 100% my favourite character. I think the things that he was saying in this episode were things that everyone was thinking when it came to what Charlie was doing and what the hell the thing with the cabinet is and why he's not telling anyone and all things like that. And again, Tanya had the incredible line where she asks Mateusz, is he human all over? I mean, it's the question we were all thinking, we all wanted to ask, and I'm glad it was in there. No one is paying attention to Mateusz, and he's saying really intelligent stuff. Also, he's adorable. And lastly, we have Miss Quill's storyline, which features the little floating petally things that are eating people and squirrels. I'm really intrigued by the new head teacher. I love that the governor's thing is coming back in, and I knew that stuff was coming. We all knew stuff was coming, and it was just a cheeky bit of foreshadowing. I want to know more about where this new head teacher has come from and who exactly she is. And the connection that she has with Miss Quill, the way that she's to be pulling Miss Quill in is incredibly interesting as well. But yes, on the whole, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was interesting to kind of get back to where we were at the beginning and kind of get a lot of the threads that have been set up over the series coming through really strongly. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments box below. Also, tell us what you think about the new format. Is it okay? Is it better this way, or did you prefer it the other way? Don't forget that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and all of the YouTube channels of the other classmates by using the links in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Doctor Who YouTube channel for all of your information and stuff on class. Really hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon, hopefully.